Hare Krishna. Hello, my friends. How's it going? We're going to do something a little different today. This is Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, and this is the postgraduate study to Srimad Bhagavatam. If you listened to my poetry reading the other day, and I picked this because I've been reading this with my friend every day. And we're here, but I just opened it up today, like inspired, and the most amazing verses here that I opened up to, so I want to share it with you. But first, there's this nice invocation to honor the Lord in his 5 forms. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. And this is Adi Lila, chapter 3, text 111. We'll see if I can do the Sanskrit. Tvam bhakti yoga paribhavita hrit saroja ase shutekshita pato nanunata pumsam yad yadiyatha urugaya vibhavayanti Tadhavapu pranayase saranugrahaya. O my Lord, you always dwell in the vision and hearing of your pure devotees. You also live in their lotus-like hearts, which are purified by devotional service. O my Lord, who are glorified by exalted prayers, you show special favor to your devotees by manifesting yourself in the eternal forms in which they welcome you. Isn't that nice? Okay, here's the purport. This text is from Srimad Bhagavatam 3:9-11, and it is a prayer by Lord Brahma to the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna for his blessings in the work of creation. Knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead can be understood from the descriptions of the Vedic scriptures. For example, the Brahma Samhita describes that in the abode of Lord Krishna, which is made of Chintamani, touchstone, the Lord, acting as a cowherd boy, is served by hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. Mayavadis think that the devotees have imagined the form of Krishna, but the authentic Vedic scriptures have actually described Krishna in his various transcendental forms. The word Shruta in Shutekshitapata refers to the Vedas, and Ikshita indicates that the way to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead is by proper study of the Vedic scriptures. One cannot imagine something about God or his form. Such imagination is not accepted by those who are serious about enlightenment. Here, Brahma says that one can know Krishna through the path of properly understanding the Vedic texts. By studying the form, name, qualities, pastimes, and paraphernalia of the Supreme Godhead, one is attracted to the Lord, and he can execute devotional service. And the form of the Lord will be impressed in his heart and remain transcendentally situated there. Unless a devotee actually develops transcendental love for the Lord, it is not possible for him to think always of the Lord within his heart. Such constant thought of the Lord is the sublime perfection of the yogic process, as Bhagavad Gita confirms in the 6th chapter, stating that anyone absorbed in such thought is the best of all yogis. Such transcendental absorption is known as samadhi. A pure devotee who is always thinking of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the person qualified to see the Lord. One cannot speak of Urugaya, the Lord who is glorified by sublime prayers, unless one is transcendentally elevated. The Lord has innumerable forms, as the Brahma Samhita confirms, Advaitamachutamanademanantarupam. The Lord expands himself in innumerable svamsha forms. When a devotee, hearing about these innumerable forms, becomes attached to one and always thinks of him, the Lord appears to him in that form. Lord Krishna is especially pleasing to devotees for whom he is always present in the heart because of their highly elevated transcendental love. Isn't that sweet? It just shows Krishna's reciprocation. He comes however you want him to come. He knows you most intimately. Okay. What else? Should we go right into tarot? I don't know. I just kind of jumped on here. I pretty much just wanted to share that. Let's see. We'll do an oracle card. Earth Magic Oracle. Just looked at that at 555. We had 4 5s yesterday. Summer solstice. Weird. It doesn't feel like the vibe to me today. It's all rainy out. We've had 2 really nice days of sun. And now today's a lot of rain. But it feels like the earth really needs it. Let's see what this says. Summer solstice. Radiance. The word solstice originates from the Latin word solstitium, which means stationary or stopped. Stiti, sun, sol. This is because twice during the solar year, the sun appears to rise and set in the same place for several days. It seems to be taking a much-needed rest before making the next circuit across the sky from one solstice to the next. Its ceaseless, predictable certainty having existed since before the time of our ancestors. There are stories in many cultures that personify the sun as a deity, either male or female, often riding the sun across the sky in a boat or chariot. When the summer solstice comes, the culmination of the sun's travels that have led to the longest days of the year. With the summer, comes the culmination. The light is now at its fullest and has provided its own brand of nourishment to the land and all of its inhabitants. Celebrations and ceremonies abound. Passion and playfulness are themes. We feel an innate desire to be outdoors in the natural world and reap the benefits of the longest days of the year. We instinctually seek the light, and during this cycle, there is an abundance of it. Let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Shine on. Okay. It's also reminding me of the fire horse. Remember that? It's the year of the fire horse. I really haven't shuffled. Let's see. Can we get a message for the collective, please? That's the 2 of Swords. Strength and the 4 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. I just got like a head rush. Wow. 2 of Pentacles. So kind of a dizzying energy there. What is that? Hare Krishna. Okay, the 2 of Swords. Ask the angels would protect this message, and then we would just have clear messages of truth. The 2 of Swords. I feel really weird right now. I just want to say, I'm just getting this crazy energy. This came over me. the Tower. This is the prize. It can be really unsettling. This is like a foundation crumbling and this building is toppling and people are jumping out. It's on fire. Like things are going down. Sometimes the Tower is earth shattering or shaking. And in this case, it might have been like a little message or like one little thing somebody said or something you realized or saw that just cracked the foundation of something. And so now there's this energy of which way do we go now? Now what? It's scary. I'm not gonna lie. The feeling is like pretty unsettling. It's probably why strength is here. It requires a lot of strength to deal with this situation. I mean, nobody's jumping out of a building or anything, but decisions do need to be made as far as which way to go from here. And it can be really hard to make those kind of decisions when this unsettling energy is so prominent. But there's also quite a bit of stability and abundance here. It's like you have the resources to make decisions that can be grounding and stabilizing at this time. That's what it feels like. And again, it's just like really sequential. Here's 4 Pentacles, which is also about grounding and stability. Hanging on to your assets, hanging on to what you have, hanging on to the things that make you feel stable. I want to like say I'm sorry whoever's going through this. It feels scary. Don't be afraid. The Fool's here, who's fearless and faithful. You may have had to take a leap of faith. You may be forced into taking a leap of faith, which will actually, your faith is your fortune. Your faith is your fortune. Whoa. Hare Krishna. People be going through a lot. I know it. 9 of Swords is fears, anxiety, worry, nightmare. It's like catastrophizing, thinking about worst possible outcomes. Ooh. You might feel like you have some bad karma coming or something. Because the King of Swords is pretty truthful, pretty straightforward, and Judgment is like all out in the open. You had the chickens that coming home to roost. You might worry that you have bad things coming for you. This is part of catastrophizing too. It's like, of course bad things are coming. Like, I did this, I did that. Why am I holding this? Where'd this come from? The world. Is it some kind of ending? Dang. The 2 of Pentacles here. This is about balance. You got a lot of 2s. It's really like wanting to bring things into balance, wanting to alchemize. It may take everything you have to put your face on and act like everything's cool while a whole bunch of things are going down. It's kind of what it feels like. Whoever this is a very strong person. There's a lot of strength there. Whoa. All right, let's get some advice. Hare Krishna. Yeah, it's, you know, I talk to a lot of people, and periodically, like right now, I think it has a lot to do with the stars and the planets and just time, how time moves. Time. But people go through things, through cycles, through lessons. Some of them are harder than others. And the last couple weeks have been really tough on a lot of people I know. Page of Cups. Keep your chin up. The sun will come out. And a rainbow. Yeah. I mean, part of that is the message, that it cycles, it comes and goes. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. This is the nature of the material world. There's the Two of Swords again. Okay, that's a pretty clear message. The Moon. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. We gotta roll with the punches. And know that a lot of it's just the mind. The mind gets attached to feeling a certain way. The mind gets attached to outcomes. The mind gets attached to operating in a certain way. If you can learn to transcend your mind, befriend your mind, you will win. You can defeat the mind in that way by engaging it properly. Here is the Page of Cups, who is about keeping an open heart, keeping an open mind, keeping a childlike mind. I want to say play, go play. I got some advice for myself there. Go play in the sun. If you're in the sun, go play in the sun. Play while the sun is shining. Yeah, because it's not always going to be. There will be times of darkness. And sometimes you will experience yourself in lack, in despair, in disrepair. This guy has a broken leg. He's in the crutches, in the snow, and I think he's missing a sock. He's missing a shoe. The other one has no socks or shoes. I mean, sometimes this will be you. I'm sorry to say. So, when you can play in the sun, go play in the sun. Try to keep a childlike attitude. There's your rainbow. I think you gotta choose it. Yeah, stay hopeful. Have you heard that? If you don't have any hope, you can borrow some of mine. Borrow some from somebody else. This is, count your blessings. Don't overlook all the good things in your life. This guy's having a cup handed to him out of the, from heaven, basically. And he's like, nah, thanks. Look at those other cups over there. I'm waiting for them to do something. It's like, well, you have all these things you could be grateful for. Focus on those. 3 of Wands, expect good things. This is also just, knowing, expecting, saying, knowing that good things are coming for you. The Empress, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Oh, this feels like a really beautiful mother energy, or some kind of feminine, nurturing, loving, warm, giving. There's also passion here, though, with the Knight of Wands. Passion as in like creativity, drive. So when you're expecting good things, create those things. You can expect them because you're creating it from this loving, beautiful, nurturing heart space and creativity and passion and drive. 2 of Swords again. This is about choosing where to place your energy, where to place your focus. Death. Sounded so dramatic. Death can mean so many things. It's a transformation. So choosing where to place your energy, it could be also choosing how to look at a certain situation, how to perceive it. Is death a transformation, or is death a destruction? Is death a welcome change for you, or is it a big scary, obstacle? What is it for you? By seeing things clearly with the Ace of Swords here and striving for the truth. This going within is about looking for the truth. That's why you go in. Striving to see the truth and, focusing on that can bring you stability and your happiness. And celebration, it looks like. The moon is on the bottom here, which really feels like you're not meant to know everything that's going on behind the scenes right now. Spiritually, there's probably a lot of things happening. And when there's out of control feelings in your external world, Of course, that's very unsettling. But sometimes you can just trust that things are going on in the spiritual world. And Spirit always has your back. Spirit always has your back. And keep asking for help. Keep begging for mercy. Keep begging for mercy. Okay, I'm going to end it there and get on with some other activities in my day. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're all well and grateful and peaceful. And we'll see you soon. Come back soon. Hare Krishna. Haribol.